All right, shall we begin? Hello, welcome back. Namaste. Lovely to have you here. I am back with review readings of your tarot card of the year for 2023. Hello, I am Sadhana, intuitive reader and healer, and this is a practice that I have been doing for a few years, and some years I have done a review video and other years not. And this year you're in for a treat because this is your second video with these cards. Now, the cards that you see on the table here are the cards that were drawn for the Sun card the last day or two of December 2022. And so I am going to review these cards, look a little more deeply into some of their messages, as well as draw you an extra card for the weeks ahead. Okay. And if your Sun is your card for 2023, this energy that has been with you may bring a sense of enlivenment, invigoration. When I look at the Sun card, not in every deck, but particularly in this one, I am reminded of the power of life force and how important it is to mind this force. Underneath is the Chariot card, which is connected to lunar frequency, High Priestess, Chariot, water, the moon, and all of the energy of Cancer season. And so the Sun card, which is your card for this year, is balanced by a lunar year, which means to me that the likelihood of this energy getting out of control is low, which is a good thing. And I suppose that the strongest, fieriest card here would be the Daughter. And I just want to check something here. I have many notes on many readings, want to make sure we're in the right place. Daughter of Flames. And all of the supporting oracle cards feel very much in balance. Okay, so that feels in alignment with this energy, this balanced energy. One of the things about this reading that feels powerful is the two daughters that are sitting on either side of the Sun at the top. This daughter energy is it's vital. It is youthfully exuberant, like full of inspiration and trust and a wanting and a willingness to play with this life force. Fire, daughter of fire, daughter of air. So these are both the active suits, the suits that want to move things. So if you're not feeling it already, your creativity, I would say, is and would be, this is a good year to be creative. This is a good year to kind of wipe the slate clean and bring in, invite this new force into your life, a new version of this life force, a new wave. There we go, a new wave of this life force into your life. For some reason, I'm thinking of young people. I don't know if there are grandchildren, there are little people in the neighborhood, there are, maybe there's a new class of students. This may very well be mirrored in young people, which is kind of beautiful. I have quite a few things I would like to look at in this reading. And I first of all would like to go to the Tulku Oracle and refer to some of Carla's words. If you're not familiar with this deck, it's the Tulku Oracle by Carla Rafaxo. And your card that is supporting the Daughter of Feathers is the Eye of Horus. And the eye that simultaneously turns within and without. This is Agnya Chakra energy. This is building trust in discernment, the ability to envision the big picture. And with this card sitting beside a young soul, a young at heart soul, it to me implies an old soul. Also, the fact that there's two daughters next to this very old soul in the center says something about maybe the number of lifetimes you had journeyed through. Have you ever seen those pictures? I have a few of them. One of them is a woman who is walking down the street, an old woman, I believe she has a cane, and she may be hunched over, and her shadow on the wall is a young girl dancing freely. Her youthfulness at heart. I've seen a few different memes on Facebook like that, and I think we need to be mindful that how we present is not exactly how we feel. And so this youthful vitality running within feels kind of special. And this is fire. So I have in these readings tended to go from element to element and then weaved my way around the reading, not always in every reading, but I think it's important to know that that might be one of the most important cards in this reading. The Eye of Horus, also named as the Whole One or the All-Seeing Eye, was a powerful symbol for ancient Egyptians. It has been used for thousands of years as a protective amulet and is believed to have great healing powers. Horus was a sky god whose eyes were said to be the sun and the moon. In one myth, Horus made a gift of his moon eye to Osiris to help him rule the underworld. Osiris ate the eye and was restored to life. As a result, the Eye of Horus became a symbol of life and resurrection. And if you have a judgment year next year, this kind of is an early segue into that. And also, I think, an impetus to get going if you have been a little slow out of the gate this year and working with this energy. According to later traditions, the right eye represented the sun, and so is called the Eye of Ra, while the left represented the moon and was known as the Eye of Horus. The image on the oracle card shows two eyes, one on top of the other. The top eye is above the horizon, warm like the sun. The top eye is above the horizon, warm like the sun, and is the right eye, symbolizing the Eye of Ra. Okay, so the top eye is the right eye, above the horizon. The bottom eye is watery blue and moon-like, lying below the horizon, and is the world of the soul. It is the left eye and symbolizes the Eye of Horus. And so we are in every way, and this theme is so pervasive in the tarot, and your reading, this is crying out loud. As I was saying, you are in a solar year deeply supported by lunar energy. This card, which is supporting the Daughter of Feathers, is reminding you that the deep internal gaze, looking into the darkness, looking into the great sea, is as important as the external eye that looks into the light. What we see with our three-dimensional eyes is important as what we intuit and what we feel internally. Would you please give me just one moment? There is an awful noise in my house I need to quell. Thank you. Sorry about that. Looking into the darkness is as important as looking to the light. So let that theme, just remind yourself of that theme. I will go back to my notes. I've got some interesting things that I noted from what I said in December. Look down left, bottom left, Ace of Cups. Perhaps this eye, this lotus, is a new perception. The words on the supporting card to the left are, you don't know where you are, but you are free. You are free to see, you are free to be, you are free to respond any way you want to respond. Look at the snake that's underneath that card. Look at the Ouroboros, the snake that's in the Two of Coins. Now this card is repeating from the last card. We see the Two of Coins in, I believe, 3 readings in a row. Moon, Sun, and Judgment. Moon, Sun, and Judgment. So this is a theme that is growing through all of these energies and will continue to blossom, right? This is a symbol of change. It's a symbol of growth. The Ancestor of Skill. When I read that title, I wonder if the coin suit, if there's some sort of connection here with like an 8 of Coins energy. And that which you are driven towards, the reason you're driven towards it is because it's in your DNA. It's in your blood. And I wonder if it is skipped through generations. Remember, this suit of ancestors is root chakra. It's going to be deeply connected to your sense of tribe, And maybe the reason you're changing careers, changing directions, is to rehone your life path. I am the Ancestor of Skill. I teach you how to find a sense of balance and wisdom, and how to channel this into whatever task you undertake. I can enable you to uncover the skills latent within you that will imbue you with positive energy. I stand for the artistry of life itself and can teach you how best to access the single most important skill of all, the art of living. And doesn't the sun teach us about the art of living? It is the vital life force. The artful and versatile soul. The artful and versatile soul can always find a way, no matter how wide or deep the chasm ahead. Now, the Cantergy Oracle card isn't the leap card, but it looks a lot like the leap card. And I also see a bit of a leap in the Daughter of Feathers. There's a lot of movement of energy in the Daughter of Flames. There's an interesting long step that's happening in the Ancestor of Skill as well. Are you being asked to take a leap of faith, changing course? In December, I asked if you came from a lineage of seers. And while all of these readings can take on a spiritual course, I feel like there's something else that's happening here that is connecting you to, I'll say a past life, an ancestral line, let's say that, an ancestral line that you may have not previously felt connected to before. Look at the freedom in the Daughter of Feathers, the freedom in the Daughter of Flames, in the magic prayer card, as well as the oracle underneath that. I've been talking about songs, so I would suggest finding your freedom song. Find a sunny song as well, too. There's an abundance of those out there. Now, I didn't really speak to magic prayer. The light that is emanating in that card, to me, it looks like it's fueled from the back, like behind the shoulders, behind the heart space, right? It's coming from the past and moving through. And I wonder if that's another reason why I'm picking up on this this shift of energy that has to do with an ancestral connection. Magic prayer. Speak your prayers, listen for the answers. When you see the magic prayer card, it is a reminder that your prayers will be answered. Spirit is always waiting to help you and to heal you. And when you're in need, that said, the best prayer is, thy will be done through me, thy will and not mine be done. Shall I read that again? Thy will be done through me, thy will and not mine be done. If you follow me, you've heard me say this before, the more we can allow ourselves to be a channel for spirit, the more easily life flows. When we attempt to control life, control our individual lives, it's when things become most challenging. Allow, dear God, and you change the names as you feel comfortable, the spirit of my ancestors to move through me, to redirect me, to guide me, to support me on my path, so that I may feel more deeply connected to my soul's purpose. Sun, while connected to solar plexus chakra, is also deeply connected to the heart, in that there is an unwavering, it is said that there is an unwavering flame that lives in the center of the heart chakra. This flame is our soul. And so my shoulders right now feel equally buzzy. Shoulders, heart, hands. This is all sort of part of the connection of deepening awareness in heart space. Hello, Claudia, welcome. So think about this. There's something kind of poignant here that might make things more clear over the summer. And if you haven't been diving into this since I did the reading in January, then perhaps pull out a journal, take a screenshot of these cards, and sometimes listening as well too without watching can be really helpful. Yeah. All right, so I would like to pull another card in support of your journey over the next month or so. Yeah, I also just wanted to remind you, if you have the Marielle Tarot, that this Two of Discs tells this story much in the same way, right? And this Two of Coins, while it takes on a different energy, it's sort of like this is a really important lesson here. And while I may have said something different with the Two of Discs in other readings, in this reading, the balance really speaks to the yin and the yang, and the awareness of living with both and being both, trusting both your listening heart as well as your wide open eyes. Okay? I'm drawing the extra cards from the Tarot of the Strange Branches. May this extra card support you on your path as all of this becomes more clear in the next 4 to 6 weeks. I would also suggest working with portals as they open. I have a jumper card, the Imperatrice. I'll draw one more. Venus, abundance, creative energy, you have already planted the seed. You have already planted the seed. Another major arcana, the Fool. So the Empress came out and the Fool. What I'm seeing here, I said something about heart. It had to do with this card here. look at the way I just placed the Fool on the table. It's like the Fool is emerging from the heart of the Empress. Keep going. Keep going. This is the most important part of the next few months ahead. It's not a time to pause, to listen. I just want to read you one more thing before I sign off here. This is two of souls, like the soles of your feet, two of coins from Margaret Peterson. The soles of your feet are the part of your body which have direct contact with the earth. Okay, remember the Empress is also an earth energy. This card is all about transforming all that happens often. For example, walking. From a mechanical, automatic, and unconscious act into a conscious one. Take a step and be aware of it. Have you ever had those kind of moments where it's like life slows down and you're viewing your own life through a time-lapse camera? That's the kind of thing she's referring to here, I think. On the physical and mental levels, become aware of unconscious patterns. Step aside and simply observe. Balance the new with the old. It's all a game, a flowing back and forth. One part of you is still connected to the old. Another dares to step out into the unknown. In the Tao, it is written, a way is created by walking it. And know that your ancestors have walked this path before. And one of the greatest comforts that I have received when I'm focusing on this sort of energy is that I also have the potential to heal my ancestors, to my healing journey. The work that I do in my healing reaches out in all directions of time. And that has brought more comfort and more... it's enabled me to put more energy into my spiritual work. Because I know it's not just for me. So I offer that as well too. Okay, so take some time with this. Go back to the reading from December, which is linked below. And if you have any more questions, please leave a message in the comments below. Thank you so much. I'll be back soon. Namaste.